Hello everybody and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. Right, so today we're going to be cracking on with the hay, and we're hopefully going to be numbering our dairies because we have that many now that they do need to be numbered. So I don't know how easy it is to write with the painting tool a number onto the ground, but before we do that, before I attempt to do that, let's just rename them. So this can be number 1. Should I do the number 1 or the letters 1? I think, I'll write 1. There we go. So we'll change that. And this can be number 2. I don't think I'm going to forget which is which anyway. So you probably don't need to write on the ground, but I'll give it a go. Number 3. This one. Maybe I should be writing Dairy 3, but I think that would only be confusing to anybody else who sees the menu. I would know what it is, although, yeah, maybe I should keep it easy for everybody. Let's just have a look and see what that looks like on here. Oh, they're not in order, because they've got... It must be in order of when you build them. It is. Right, okay, well, not to worry. Yeah, not to worry. Let's just go on to construction, painting, and this probably won't work, but let's just give it a go. No, I had to play around and it's just never going to look good. If there are placeable numbers, like proper placeable numbers, then I could use them, but otherwise that's fine. Oh, actually there is another one, isn't there? There's another dairy. Number 5 can be the one down at the other farm. But first I need the windrow, there it is. Because we need to windrow the hay, and then we need to bale the hay. And then we need to just... Well, actually, we don't need to bale the hay. We could just pick it up with the forage wagon. That's probably what I will do. And then we need to put that into the TMR Mixer. Yeah, baling it would be a waste of time, because then you've got to go and pick it all up with the auto stacker. And you've got to bale it. And we could just literally pick it up and just deposit that in the mixer. So, here we go. Let's get cracking straight away with this. And I will speak to you again when we are picking it all up. It's not a very big field, so this won't take long at all. Job number 1 of today. My sprayer. Well, yeah, we are already delivering load number 1. Actually, that sprayer wasn't really in the way. I turned a bit too tight. And I've made it worse. But yeah, load number 1 already. That's almost 50,000 litres. So we are just waiting for the silage because we've already got quite a bit of hay in here, but there's always space for more. And I think today would be a very good day to fertilise the olive grove, because I haven't really been doing much with it. We actually do still have loads and loads of olives left in the trailer. The problem is our production here is not very big, so we really could do with buying the oil mill in town. If we can do. Because yeah, these are all last year's and they're still just sat there, tipped up. So it would be good to buy it. Probably not much point in buying it until we harvest the next load, but the next load will be coming up in October, I think it is. And as I'm going to fertilise them, they're going to be even higher yielding than before. I don't know. I don't think I fertilised them before, but I might have done. Anyway, let's continue with this. We probably have 3 or 4, maybe even 5 loads here. 5 is pushing it. Probably 3. Still, it's going to be very good. Even if it's 3, that's like 150,000 litres roughly. Very, very good. Just like I did with the other field, I think I'm going to come in here with the sprayer and just give it a good application of nitrogen. Although, yeah, I have seen the comments. Thank you, everybody. Again, also thank you to everybody who told me about how to rename the productions. But yeah, apparently if you don't let the grass regrow one stage, it seems to upset the applicator and it doesn't apply the correct amount for the grass. That's what I've been told. I haven't done a test or anything on that, but yeah, from what some people have said, that seems to be why the first field I did came up with such a strange application. So I think that I'm going to test it today. We will do that. We'll let it grow because we're hopefully going to move on to August today. We'll get it to grow one stage, and then I'll apply it, and hopefully we'll see a very different pattern to what has been produced down in this field here. Because as you can see, that's looking a bit odd. I think there were some other options in settings as well for changing this, but, well, it looks ridiculous, doesn't it? So, clearly something's not right there. Same sprayer, applied at the same time, yet so random. But that hay really has been good. We can now get our grand total, including what was already in there, which I think was over 100,000 before. So we might be at almost 400. Let's have a look here. Nope, 323. Still extremely good. Although, yeah, 323,000 litres, and it's 9%. Oh dear. Well, not to worry. Okay, so that can stay there. We need, yep, this tractor here. And we do need to go and do the work in the olive grove. Although I did want to change this tractor for a wheeled tractor. Ideally, I'd like to change that. So there are others that we can go for. I think, out of all of these, I'm most interested in... Well, look at that. What a nice tractor. No, I'm most interested in the Landini, because from FS22 I use this a lot and I just thought it was so amazing, really good. So we'll kit this out and we'll make it look rather fantastic. Now I do prefer the standard paint. Call me boring, but I do prefer the standard paint. So we will go and swap this tractor for this one. And that is 112 horsepower. We'll buy it outright. And we'll go. This I'm sure is a really good tractor. in real life, but I just find personally in the game, I just find it a little bit difficult. There's my lifetime supply of lime. This tractor hasn't done a great deal, so hopefully it's still worth quite a lot. Yeah, not bad. And at the end of it all, we get a new tractor. So yes, the sprayer which we're going to be using does already have over 1,000 litres of liquid fertiliser in it. So that's why I haven't brought it down here with the other tractor. But if we do need more liquid fertiliser, then we can just grab the telehandler or something, or even the truck actually, because we've got Autoload. Grab the truck, and then we can take a load more up there. So what a lovely tractor this is. I don't really know what it is about it, but I just like it. Still got my lorry parked here. It's going to be a bit tight, but we can hopefully come through this door here. Got a flail. I wonder if I could put the flail on the front. Yeah, there we go. We're all kitted out. So that is 36%. We're probably going to have to go and get some more. But no problem. No problem at all. And also, when we are done here, as you can see, we've got a serious amount of dairy products that need to be put into the store, into the cold store. So lots of stuff to do before we can move on. But I am determined to move on to August and then spray that grass field in this episode. That's my plan. Okay. So yeah, we do need to go up and down every single one, as we have found out in the past. Just because it looks like the liquid fertiliser is going over 2 of them. It isn't. We do need to do both. So we're mulching on the front, and we're spraying liquid fertiliser on the back. I appreciate we're not cultivating, but we are still mowing. Consumption rate actually of the liquid fertiliser is not that fast. Does this area need sampling? Let's just buy it. I don't know. I think it probably does. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah. Okay, perfect. That explains why the consumption rate was slow, but actually it's still pretty slow. Yeah, it's still pretty slow. I always forget to do that. I always just, for some reason, assume that we already have the data for every single field. That's probably what I should do. I should probably just buy the data for every field, then I'm not going to ever encounter that again. There's my annoying group of goats. Now, the sole reason for why this olive grove stops there. Okay. Let's improve the olive grove. Okay, the final pass. And then we're done. So the map looks a bit funny. I think it's because of the overlap. It seems to think that we haven't covered it all, but I think we have. Well, I know we have, because even if I go back over it, it doesn't do anything. So it is fully fertilised. And hopefully when we jump out of the cab and have a look, it's going to say it's perfect fertiliser. We'll have to take a look. But yeah, hoping for a good olive harvest later this year. Okay, there we go. So we can switch the flail off and we can switch the sprayer off. Oops. Let's take a look. So yeah, nitrogen 100 out of 100. Perfect. pH not so good. Although, how would I get a spreader into here? Maybe the pH isn't actually an issue for olives? Not sure. Anyway, let's get this taken back to the farm, and then we do need to move all of our dairy products. We do have a little track here, because we used to have the vineyard going right up to the trees, but that obviously was an issue because we couldn't get in and out very well, and we hit the trees with the harvester. But love the purchase of the tractor. Very nice. What's going to happen actually is we're going to have to move all of the pallets, and then as soon as we rest, all of those spawn points are going to be full again. So that is one big job, clearing all them, and we still need to number the one down at the other farm. So I should probably do that now. Okay, we need to get into the construction menu. Let's just race down there. So there it is. Only one pallet here. I might change them eventually to say Dairy 1, Dairy 2, you know, instead of just the number, but we'll see. If it gets confusing, we'll change it. So yeah, this should be fine. Obviously we're going to have to do a few little runs backwards and forwards, but nothing serious. Load. Why are you not loading? I actually don't know why it's not working. We might have to change vehicles, okay. Whoops, I've just crashed. I'll just try it on the eggs, see if it works with the eggs. Well, that pallet did light up. Dunno. Okay, I'll use the lorry then. Getting quite a few products out of here. So we've got rice, bran oil and olive oil. And olive oil needs to be sold right away because the price is really good. But when is rice oil? Let's have a look at rice oil. Yes, that can be sold now too. So I think the best thing to do is just to go and deposit all of this into the shed, and then we'll just withdraw the olive oil and the rice oil again. And hopefully that lorry, that little truck there, will work. Yeah, I'm doing exactly the same thing with this one as what I did with that one. So I do not know why it didn't work. Please, car, please. Go on then, you go. Come on. What's the matter with you? Go! Before I squish you like a grape. Go. Good grief. Thank you. My turn. Right, I don't think we're going to get in here too well. If I open that door though, we can possibly drive the lorry into the cold store. Not really ideal, but yes. You don't see that every day. Right, it wasn't really that impressive either. Hence why I wanted to use the smaller one. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we'll just run into the building and we'll get them withdrawn. So many different things. So we've got 3 rice oil, and 2 olive oil. Probably filled the spawn point. Yep. So yeah, we'll get back into our truck. And we'll try it again. I should think if it doesn't work, then either I'm just missing something really obvious or resetting it will fix it. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be something pretty simple. But I can't see what I'm doing wrong, so... yeah, mystery. We will take these 5, and we will take the mushrooms, because I've noticed there are a few mushroom pallets, and we'll get them sold, and then we'll sleep. Should get a fairly good sum for these. And yet, a few requests for me to do peas and stuff like that, so I will do next year. And there we go, nice bit of money there. Hello, Walter. It's been a long time since I said hello to Walter. Right, we'll go for it at 9 AM. Get to see the stars and the Milky Way. You can just about see the Milky Way there. And it looks like a nice day. So some of these things will be addressed next time, like the wall. Today I just want to do the spraying, and I want to move all the dairy products again. And the eggs. Oh, and there'll be quite a bit of goat's milk as well, so we'll just get them picked up. But it's actually not full. The spawn point is not full. They should be grazing, so it's not like they've run out of food. There's always one that doesn't like picking up. I don't know why. Wow, it's hard with this. We really do need a small one working. Ooh, I've never seen the egg boxes so close up. How did they get here? Oh no! I don't know. Oh no, I've closed the door on my lorry. That's not good. Oh no! Phew, that was bad. Okay, so now we can finish off with our bit of spraying. We do have plenty of liquid fertilizer in here. I know I haven't been down to Dairy 5, but it seems to have a pretty big spawn point and it's not really producing stuff that quickly, so we'll be okay with that. We need the silage to be ready because we need to take that to the TMR Mixer. And I'm sure the other water buffalo are probably running low on food. So, before I start, is this field properly paid for and analysed? Let's have a look. Onto precision farming. I think it's not actually. Stop! There we go. So, as you can see, nitrogen looking dire. Looking really, really bad. So if we now apply this, let's have a look and see what it looks like. Unfortunately, because of my boom size, I'm going to have to go this way to start off with. Okay. That wasn't too good. But looking at the mini-map, it didn't seem to do that much. It obviously did something. But I think it's already a very healthy field. It's loam. Right. It's improving it. And it's certainly not gone as weird as the other field. Yeah, this looks like what you'd expect it to look like. It's already grass as like natural fertilizer. If we were playing without precision farming, it would just be the one application you need, not two. Yeah, so there's a lot of truth in that then, what somebody said. That has done a normal application to the grass instead of whatever it was doing last time. Oh, that's that tree. I'm good at hitting trees. There we go. So, there we go. The same thing done. I don't know what that shape is, but that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. Yes, I think somebody said it recognises it as wheat if you don't let it grow a bit. So, that's obviously what's going on there. But that should be perfect. It looks weird on the map. It looks bad with the orange colours, but it should say perfect. There we go. pH is bad, but nitrogen, perfect. So that's good. When we come to harvest this again, when we come to cut them again, they're going to be seriously high yielding. I will have to do lime. But that'll be a job for next time. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.